definitely do it. It's the most life-changing thing ever because a lot of the tools that I'm learning at District C, sometimes I'm even applying it to like my actual class presentations or like projects I'm doing outside of school.
You all just wrapped up on your pitch event with DiffyQ. How do you feel?
I feel amazing. It was a very wonderful experience, as well as this being the last pitch event.
Definitely going into it, I was really unsure about how it would go because this company was definitely a challenge for us. And so I was like, oh, what is it going to be like? Is our solution actually going to be attractive to her? And once I was really nervous, we got up there, we started pitching, and I just felt so much better. I was like in my element, and it was so cool. And then now I'm just upset that it's all over.
No, I'm feeling great coming out of this pitch event. Our group probably had 2 or 3, I would say, really strong ideas as to what the solution should be. So coming out of the pitch event, I feel very confident, and I'm really happy that we chose the solution that we did.
Yeah, I feel like District C really helped a lot, and the culmination really, it was a great end.
You all are super special because at Research Triangle, you get to do 5 cycles of Teamship. So it wasn't just one time, but you did this 5 times over the course of the year. I'm curious to hear about, like, from cycle to cycle, what, if anything, was different? Like, was it the same thing each time, or was it different, and how so? Anybody have an answer that they'd like to share for that question?
I think everyone at the very beginning had very different styles of pitching. And after the first pitch event, I think we all saw which qualities everyone had best. So either presenting skills or like slide creation and stuff like that. And I think that helped us in the second cycle when making teams. Our teams were much more balanced. And we also saw what worked better in the presentations, and it helped make our presentations better as cycle to cycle went on.
I think also that a lot of the different business partners we had were like incredibly different. We started off with a small business that's local here, and then we moved on to Dell right after that, which is huge. So it was a big jump, but I know that cycle through cycle we kind of like built off each other, and like with our presentations we were able to like refine what we wanted on our slides because of like seeing all the other presentations.
Yeah, seeing these other presentations helped so much with because once somebody came up with some new idea, it was everyone's new idea in the next cycle.
I would say from cycle 1 to the 6th cycle, the thing that's changed the most for me, I struggled in the first cycle asking the right questions so that we can find the solution that I think would be most beneficial and most effective for the company that we're working with. So I would definitely say I've learned how to ask better questions, and it's helped me dig deeper so we can find solutions that are really appropriate for the problem that the company is facing.
So you all are hitting on this idea of through the 5 cycles, there being a sense of like the approach wasn't the same each time. So in what ways, thinking more personally, have each of you grown across like the 5 cycles that you've been able to experience?
I think confidence was a big improvement because, like, in the beginning, I was not confident. I was scared walking into the pitch event. I was too nervous. I really didn't know what to say. But over time, I kind of got in the groove. I was a better researcher. We were able to better help the businesses. So it was just an amazing experience.
I think my teamwork definitely improved from the very beginning. I think we all were a little it was our first cycle, it was the first world class together. We were kind of nervous with each other, but I think as it went on, we really melted in together, and our pitches became much more fluid as we got to know each other.
I think so too. Basically the same thing, but also like we did this thing at the beginning of class called Psych Safety, and honestly that helped me get to know like my classmates so much better, and I feel like I became friends with like almost everyone in the class, and it really helped me become a better teammate.
You guys actually brought up a really good point, which is that across the 5 cycles, you were working with different teams, so you were working with different people, and you were working with different business problems, right? So what would you say after 5 cycles and doing this work is like the secret sauce to effective collaborative problem solving? Like, what was the secret sauce that contributed to maybe your biggest successes in the last 5 cycles?
The biggest success was definitely just like noticing each other's strengths, but also challenging each other. And it was really just division of labor and making sure everyone had something to do and they knew what they were doing, and making sure the task you gave them was feasible for them as a person. And that just really helped like with your teammates and like making sure everyone got their work done. But it was also psych safety. We use that a lot, and that was just a great way to get to know each other and also find those strengths and weaknesses.
I would say our solo flights, when we go into our little habitats or whatever to figure out what solution we think would be best. I find that the solutions I've been most proud of have been components of everyone's own ideas combined into one solution. And that's not something that I would say my group did in the first few cycles. I would say in the first few cycles, we were pretty we were working a group, come up with a solution. That would be kind of it. But I would say all of us bringing a different component to a solution has made the solutions that I'm proudest of and that I think have been the best for the companies that we worked with as well.
And I know you're an extrovert too, so the fact that you said solo flight is mind-blowing.
Daniel,
alone time, not talking.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
And like Sophia and Daniel said, the psych safety and the tools, they were super important, but I also want to add in the design process, because that I felt like was the backbone into everything we stepped into and was our guiding force. So that was one of, we had to understand the business, and each step we took just brought us closer to what the final product was.